When you check out the pictures of your childhood, you would blush when your relatives say that you were cute. Everybody think that babies are cute. Well, not all babies are born cute. Some are born with not so great looks, and some women even gave birth to weird babies. So, this video tells you about the most unusual people born with unusual bodies. 1. The horse baby by human mother. This is an incident of Benin City, Edo State, where a woman supposedly gave birth to a horse baby. The woman was a local merchant, and she visited the local priest in the church for atonement as she was not able to bear a child. After the minister anointed the woman with oils and began praying for her, she began hemorrhaging from her genital area and went into labor. The nurse who delivered the baby was shocked to see that the woman actually gave birth to a baby horse. She considered herself lucky to see the birth of a horse from a woman. The baby calf was declared dead. This is one of the bizarre incidents which involves faith in a baby horse. 2. The snake baby by human mother. This incident is from the holy city of Mecca in Saudi Arabia. The baby has greenish skin and horrible red eyes. Days before the birth, the woman had a dream in which she was giving birth to a snake, and when the child came out, everyone was shocked to see that the woman's prophecy had become true. This reptile-like condition known as harlequin disorder, where the skin is covered in scales. 3. Frog baby by human mother. One woman in the area of Ekiti State, also in her 30s, who had already given birth to 2 children, was shocked when she saw that her pregnancy had surpassed the normal 9 months. In her 13th month, under strict medical supervision, she thought she was giving birth to twins, but instead, she delivered a bizarre baby who looked similar to a frog rather than a human child. A similar incident was also reported in Nepal. Both the babies died after the birth. These incidents happen due to rare conditions when the cephalic region fails to close between the 23rd and 26th day of pregnancy, hence the absence of a major portion of the brain, skull, and scalp. 4. Rat creature baby. The details of this birth were never made public because of such a strange birth. The woman was pregnant with the baby for 9 months. After 9 hours of labor pain, the woman gave birth to a monster baby, which she said looked like a hairless rat with a long tail. The creature died soon after birth. The picture was published by a medical staff. 5. Baby with one eye. This particular case is that of a baby born in India, and the medical team that delivered him stated that the baby's condition was brought on by the anti-cancer drugs which were taken by the infant's mother while she was pregnant. Unfortunately, the baby died soon after the birth. The cause of the mutation was seen as a case of cyclopia, a congenital malformation which causes chromosome problems. The babies born with this condition do not survive for long. 6. Baby with a tail. In 2013, a baby boy was born with a bizarre long tail hanging out of his lower back, and the weirdest thing is that it is still growing. As spooky and strange as that may sound, it is a real case. Xiao Wei is the name of the poor baby who was unlucky enough to be born with an odd tail sticking out of his lower back. The tail is now posing a threat to the life of the boy, and it was removed after a complicated procedure. The defect is called myelomeningocele, in which the spinal cord forms a sac that contains the spinal matter. 7. The baby born with no brains. This is one of the most bizarre incidents in which a baby was born with the absence of a brain. Nicholas Koch was born without a brain, a condition called anencephaly, and despite the fact that, normally he should have died only hours after birth, but he survived. The absence of brains suggested that he would not have any feeling, emotions or understanding, but the parents differed and claimed that he was developing emotionally. Nicholas died at the age of 3. His survival for so long was seen as a medical miracle. 8. Tiger baby by human mother. These babies are also known as harlequin babies, and they suffer from a rare genetic disorder which causes the keratin layer of the skin to thicken and make the baby look like a tiger at birth. The babies have massive scales and a reddish color. 9. The girl who was born pregnant. A baby girl in China is one of 200 babies ever to have been born pregnant. Doctors discovered that the girl had 2 abnormal growths in her stomach, which turned out to be 2 underdeveloped fetuses. What likely happened is that the baby had absorbed the growths while still developing in the womb herself. Both of the twins were removed when the girl was 3 weeks old, and all signs point to her having a perfectly normal life now that she doesn't have them in her body anymore. 10. The women who share 3 legs. Ganga and Jamuna Mandal are conjoined twins who between them have 4 arms and 3 legs. They share a stomach, but have separate kidneys, livers, and hearts. They earned a living by performing in a circus. Now 45 years old, they recently found love with a teacher named Ahmad. Their boyfriend works part-time at the circus as a sound engineer. They're all aware that they make for an odd trio, but their love has truly conquered all. 11. The baby with an extra head. When Manar was born, doctors and her mother were shocked to see that she had a twin, but the other baby wasn't what you'd expect to see. The twin, whom the mother named Islam, was only a head. She had her own brain and could blink and make facial expressions separate from Manar's, but sadly, she couldn't survive on her own. Doctors made the decision to separate Islam from Manar, at the cost of the underdeveloped baby's life, so that Manar could go on to live happily and healthily. Tragically, Manar also passed away from a brain infection just before she turned 2 years old, but she and Islam will go down in history as truly amazing babies. 12. The girl with 8 limbs. When Lakshmi was born, many people in her village believed she was a goddess. But the poor little girl couldn't walk, sit, or stand, and it looked like she would have to spend her life completely immobile. Recently, though, a team of doctors helped remove all of Lakshmi's extra limbs, which were actually the result of a parasitic twin that stopped developing in the womb. The girl still has a long road ahead of her. She has scoliosis and will need surgery to repair all the internal damage that was caused by the removal of the twin. But she's leading a much more normal life than she and her parents could have ever dared to hope for. 13. The boy with 4 extra limbs. Deepak was born with extra limbs coming out of his chest. Some people in his village thought he was a devil, while others believed he was a reincarnation of the Hindu god Vishu. But Deepak got to show everyone that he was just an ordinary little boy when a hospital in Bangalore offered to do the $78,000 surgery to remove the limbs for free. Now, he is free to live the rest of his life the way he always wanted to, and there are no extra limbs to get in his way. 14. Mermaid Girl. This girl's name is Shiloh Pepin. She was born on August 4, 1999. When this girl was born, her legs were stuck together. This makes her look like a mermaid. This condition is called mermaid syndrome. This is a very rare condition. This girl died when she was 10 years old. For more interesting facts, stay with us, subscribe and turn on the notification by simply tapping the bell icon and selecting all. See you soon with a new video.